It's Tuesday. You know what that means. Welcome to Through the Tomes, Dungeons and Dragons adventure, where a group of friends join me. Group of friends join an amateur DM. I was like, group of friends gather together, share music with each other. No, a group of friends gather to join a book club for dungeons.
It's like a book club for dungeons.
Yeah. Gather to join a amateur DM as he guides them through his first campaign of Dungeons and Dragons through the help of the tomes of written work of adventure modules, campaigns, campaign setting, already ready to use to kind of show how easy it is to start with Dungeons and Dragons. Of course, we're gonna have fun fleshing it out. We have our own fun characters and my own fun NPCs, but just kind of show how easy to just get started and get going. We're here. I'm PD Rave. Your amateur DM. Here with me, of course, is my party. First, we have playing Wind and Summer, Daisy.
Howdy, everybody.
Yeah, we've got playing Tobold Toby Underborough, Brett.
I decided to take this really gross, let me tell you, gross copy of Mortal Kombat 3 out of my Super Nintendo. And now it lives on my desk so I can forever see how gross it got since 1994 or whatever. Yeah. It literally stopped playing mid-play. That's how gross it is. These connections, they need some cleaning.
Yeah, don't lick it. Playing Lucius Zanero, we've got Matt.
I have a couple of homemade third-hand arms.
Yes.
Yes, it's like a tobacco water pipe or a brass paperweight that you certainly won't wear on your knuckles.
Yes,
exactly.
Your handmade third hand. Yeah, it's
got a little alligator clip.
Yeah, Panama red stain on the ends of it.
Yes, gotta get them roaches. And playing Solero Italian, of course, we've got Drew.
Hey. Yeah. I haven't done my hair since Saturday.
So. Yes. Nobody blames anybody for that. We're here to do some Dungeons and Dragons. Of course.
Drew is the Goku of the group, so it does make sense.
Yes. Oh. He's gonna go Super Saiyan. We just wrapped up in a little adventure, so a couple of shout outs. The adventure we just wrapped up and probably maybe finishing up now, just kind of wrap up dealios, gonna put a bow on them, was courtesy of Tavern Tales. Tavern Tales makes really cool custom maps, really cool maps for all kinds of adventures. They have them up on Patreon. If you support their Patreon, you get access to different levels of maps. Depending on the Patreon level that you support them at, you get different variants for different weather situations or different adventure situations. And I believe at one of their higher tiers, you also get an adventure to go along with the map. So that we just did the winery, the Dragich Winery, for example, and for that one, you'll be able to get the Dragich Winery, play your own version, kind of guide your own party through your own version, your own spin on the same one. Maybe you'll remember that there's supposed to be a gargoyle that helps Auntie Marjorie. So
he was busy fighting Xanatos.
Yes. But yeah, you also get that, but you can also get a nice, straightforward, plain winery, bar, mansion, manor that you can use for your adventure in other ways, like as a home or as a stopping point, as a hub, things like that. All kinds of possibilities. You can decide what the lemons mean and what they represent and what they might become. Who knows what they'll become in our adventure?
Who knows?
Yeah.
When next time I see a well-manicured lemon tree, I'm going to think about this. Think about that winery.
If it's a lime tree, though,
yeah,
that's
No,
a totally
no.
different
Key lime
question.
pie.
Yes, like if
It's a lime tree, it's fine. We're
messing
making
with
magic
spicy
margaritas.
mandarins, I'm gonna be like, nah, close.
Yes. But yeah, go check it out. Check out Tavern Tales on Patreon. Support them. Support really cool content creators. We're also shout out to Griffin Saddlebag. The magic items that we've been using so far, except for the flying carpet. That's just something you get in Dungeons and
When
Dragons.
you
But
get the Steve Miller
or the
Band
flying
collection.
broom. I'm sorry. Flying broom. We didn't get a flying carpet. We got a broom of flying. Flying carpet.
I was ready to go on a magic
Sounds
carpet
like
ride. Like Toby's surfing like he's playing Mario 2.
But yeah, other than that, there were the thwack staff, the sort of verdict, the ring of gestures that I just added to Toby's inventory. All kinds of stuff is available at Griffin Saddlebag, like everything from fun common items that just for like role playing sake, all the way to legendary and artifact weapons, like artifact weapons with multiple really great role play opportunities with multiple positive aspects and negative aspects that you can pull from the Dungeon Master's Guide. So you can get a really complex and really interesting artifact. So when you're really in the late game, you're thinking, what can I give my party at this point to They have great options other than just just the basic stuff you get in the DM guide. They have really great stuff. So go check that out, Griffin Saddlebag. Of course, Explorer's Guide to Wildmount. This is our campaign. If you're here, I doubt that you don't know what Critical Role is, but if you happen to come at this with not a familiarity with Critical Role, we are on the continent of Wildmount, which is of course on Exandria, which is the same world as Critical Role, because I am a mark for them, and I do not apologize for that. I just like playing in that world, and we're gonna have fun. We're gonna have a little bit of shout outs here and there, but if you can get Explorer's Guide to Wildmount anywhere you get your D&D books and supplies, or at least most of the places. Go find it at, look up, see if you can get it at your local bookshop. Support your local businesses.
Go to Bears Cards and Comics in Peru, Indiana.
Yes. But yeah, go support your local shops. They need it right now. Of all times, they need it. So go hit them up.
We don't want those places to end up like Bears Cards and Comics from Peru.
No. Those places, once we'll rediscover. It's going to be great for us to rediscover after, late next year or the year after, when things kind of calm down. That those are going to be really great places to be nerds and hang out and explore these passions. So keep them alive.
We can put our paws on some meeples.
Yeah, keep those places
things,
alive.
Hand shits to each other.
Yeah. So that when after all this, we have places to go for all this fun. But yeah, those are kind of the plugs. All right, let's get to the game. Let's get to the recap. So
I will just say, I am finally my character's image on this piece of software.
Yes.
The updates are getting better.
Yes.
Oh, I'm
It's a
Summer
living
though.
piece of software.
Yeah.
I know other people are wrong. But
I
that's
have
not,
Mortal.
that's not the point.
It's right for me.
No, actually, I think you're Lucius.
Oh no!
Am I?
It might be
Torvald
different.
looks-
So I think it's different for everybody.
Why?
Yeah.
I don't
yeah,
know
mine-
because it's correct on my screen. It's absolutely correct on my screen, and it's hilarious.
Solero is Sarah Connor today, and Lucius is Wind and Summer.
Yeah.
Topol is Solero.
Yeah.
I am mortal. Yeah.
I am mortal.
I didn't want that to go without saying. The behind the curtain.
Okay, yeah.
Everybody needs to know. I thought I was Kitty Lady for so long.
Yeah.
I love you, Fantasy Grounds. Just keep them updates coming.
Yeah.
Keep the updates coming. I look
There we
forward to
go.
when it all comes together. Maybe. As much it's a great software. It's still those little hiccups. But
It's software.
yes,
Yeah, it's
software.
better than it's ever been.
Yes, better than it's ever been. All right. So, as the story stands, the oh crap! I forgot to suppress everyone in here on this freaking Discord server. The party had just wrapped up the kind of investigation and looking into what was going on in the Dragich winery. Having reports of renewed activity after many decades of kind of like dormancy, being completely dormant. You don't know how long, but somebody noticed that there was fermentation happening, something happening around there. They went to uncover it. Met some fake, fey-like creatures called Monticellos. Fought an orc, a one-armed orc.
Troll, right?
One-armed troll. Sorry, one-armed troll. They explored the winery. Found a broom of flying. A lot of fun stuff like that. They picked a lemon. Subsequently had to fight a scarecrow and a flying sword, and then ultimately ambushed
too.
or presented with the wrath of a scarecrow and a flying sword. Ultimately ambushed Auntie Marjorie and dispatched her. Dealt with her. Had debates about their remains, but ultimately started walking away. Did you guys do any kind of like further sweeps of the place? We'll do this quickly before we start like our path home. Did you guys do any like last second sweeps or anything like that?
Thinking about this.
Well, since
Like,
you asked,
Do a perimeter sweep,
that'd be prudent at this
And-
juncture.
like
It
kind
would be
of
prudent.
spread out a little bit more.
I mean, more or less, it's just nothing particular other than like as you kind of go around, I'm going to say this time around, you do stumble upon several drunk pixies in the bar, and they sound like they were the giggling invisible creatures that from before. They kind of like they didn't see you coming this time, and they're just like singing little songs and drinking green green skin dry and
Gross.
like Fuck you! Don't hurt us! We're just getting wasted. We're just having a party.
Did you say that they're invisible?
They were invisible. They you didn't see them before because I imagine because at this point you figure it kind of sounded like that. Remember that they couldn't see anything, but although they obviously would have been back there, you figure they must have turned invisible to hide from y'all. But this time they couldn't. They seem mostly harmless from your assertions. They're just enjoyers of the drink. They're from the Feywild.
Okay.
And if you haven't, and I don't know, you ask them about what was going on, they just tell you, "Hey, we come to." If you ask them I imagine you asked them what was going on. They ask you, "We just come for the wine. Auntie Marjorie sells us a wine, and we drink out here, and we kind of snuck on the premises to get a little extra while she was busy downstairs. Yeah.
Why did what draws you to this wine?
It gets you drunk, and it's really weird and funny tasting. And the goblin blood makes it kind of extra, adds a little kick to it.
It's in it.
Yeah. You know anything about that lemon tree?
Oh, it's just a lemon tree. Seems nice. Okay. She makes lemonade with it. Not good. We don't really like her lemonade. But we don't. We thought about stealing it, but we saw the scarecrow. Oh, bad news. Will attack you. I don't know why. She's so possessive of those lemons. It's crazy. Have you seen? Is she coming up, or if we talk to her? Like, got to get out of here if she's gonna come up.
I think she's not coming up.
Oh.
Or is she already up? Did we take her head with us?
No, we left it, right?
You left everything.
Yeah, she's not coming up. I don't think we
dismembered anyone.
Not this time.
It's been a while.
Did we burn her? I forget. Did that actually happen?
No, I don't know. I think you guys decided against it. I think mostly.
Yeah.
You kind of like examined her.
We didn't desecrate the corpse, from what I remember.
Yeah.
Hey, how long have you guys been coming here to drink this wine?
Let's see. Material plane time. It's weird. A few years, a few months, a couple decades. I don't know. Your material plane time is weird. It's too slow. Too boring.
Do you know what happened to the family that used to live here?
Ugh, I don't care. They just kind of ran away. Kind of went away. They were before we started getting this wine. So, but for some reason they just went away from what we were told.
Okay. Do you guys mind if we have a look around this bar?
Oh,
taking a peek.
My bar. You guys don't mind? We're actually gonna head out. So that's okay. We had our. Oh. And then they're like, "Oh,
you guys safe to walk?"
We're good. And they kind of like fly up, and they kind of fly, like, and then one of them like flies up, is like, "Oh," and it flies back down, barfs a little bit in the corner, but it's like it's a tiny pixie, so which I'm bad at doing pixie voices, but he's like, and he throws up a little, like it makes a little throw up piles like about the size of a quarter. Like,
oh my god!
Jeez.
All right. So I'm just gonna kind of mosey around this bar to see if there's anything lying around of interest, or anything that just kind of stands out.
Let's see. Let me pull up.
Actually, any signs of the family.
Yeah.
Hanging out with the family. Thank you for Demic.
Having ourselves a party. Having ourselves a good time.
Okay, so the bar. Yeah. So
Da bar.
No, I don't need to help improve Adobe products. Get out of my face. Yeah, bonks. So you look around. Just there's empty shelves mounted behind mahogany bar top. There's a few bar stools lying around, littered about. Not late lying around, littered about. Some knocked over among shards of glass. There's a couple rounded tables sitting in the corners. But not much else other than more bottles of Green Shin Dry. I think you got most of what you got. You figure at this point you pretty much got what you were going to get from the office.
Okay.
If I remember correctly.
All right.
The thing you got the.
We found a locket in the kitchen.
Yeah, and the locket in the kitchen.
Yeah.
It seems kind of like it wasn't. It was just kind of like seemed to have been like tucked in there or thrown in there at some point.
Well, I've got one hand on my locket, and the other hand is smoking a pipe. Still workshopping those lyrics.
Okay.
Or you could say, with the ring of gestures, making a gigantic peace sign because you get to enlarge your hand.
Well, I think I've seen everything that I find interesting here.
Yeah.
Nothing more we're gonna like eat or anything while we're here.
What was the question again?
There's nothing more we're gonna eat while we're here.
Well, I mean, I'm just gonna eat this. I'm just gonna eat more of this jerky y'all gave me. That's about it for me.
I think if I have any food, it'll be on the road back to Palma Flora.
On the road to Palma Flora. So y'all decide y'all are just heading back out.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Yeah. For the sake of brevity, it's just as an eventful going back. You guys stop part way through to kind of like to you make some headway. You figure even though it's like late, like early, I would say at this point probably early afternoon, it's still worth it to kind of start making headway first before you guys camp up. And then
those were some day drunk pixies.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Indeed.
Day drinking's the best drinking.
Yeah. So you guys you guys camp down, have an uneventful time, sleeping. Pretty comfortable. You guys have a long rest essentially. And it becomes another dawn. So anything that I think I already did all your long rests already anyways in D&D Beyond, so you don't have to worry about that. I think also your characters are all new, so I had to I re-uploaded them, thinking that would fix everything, but then I fixed fixing Thwackstaff. So taking a side note, fixing Thwackstaff. I figured out what it was. Apparently, I don't know if it was always there, but there's a thing under your, I think it's under your actions. Next to each of the weapons, there's a magnifying glass. I don't remember if it was always there. So, it's like that's how it is. But it's there now, and I clicked on that, and I was able to see what what stats it was pulling from and things like that, and it had any bonuses. It was set to the stat that it was pulling from was set to base rather than dex. So it wasn't using your dex modifier. It wasn't adding your dex modifier. Okay. So I fixed that. Now it's good. Now it's going to be, whenever we end up back in combat, it's going to be +5 now, and with your It's also 1d6 plus 3 bludgeoning. It should be plus 3, right?
Yeah.
I fixed that. Yeah, so that's also fixed. It's now instead of plus 2, it's plus 3. Again, it's because it wasn't set to dex. So
Cool.
that worked out.
Well, thank you for that. That makes things much easier.
So everything's re-uploaded anyway, so don't have to worry about doing long rests there. Yeah, and then you just take your wake up in the morning. Typically the mortal as usual takes the last watch so that he doesn't have to wake up to start his basking in the morning. So he by the time you guys wake up, you see mortal on an open area near the camp, kind of splayed out, kind of just plopped, and just taking in the sun, as the turtle is wont to do. You guys have your breakfast, and then you guys take up pack up your cart and take your horse and cart and finish the journey on back to Palma
We get them
Flora.
in the correct order.
Yes. And I'm gonna say takes you that day to finish the journey there. You arrive, I'm gonna say, in the evening. Just spitballing. In the evening, but not too late, but fairly late in the evening, like 9ish or 10ish or whatever. You kind of get in, stow your horse in your cart. Let's say in the stables.
Just find parking garage. Just be back in my. Find a Walmart parking lot.
Where do people? I should probably know where you would where you would store.
Usually they have a stable at the inn.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah. Well, cool. I guess it's dinner time.
Yeah. Yeah, and then you kind of hold up, put everything in your stable. You guys head down for a late dinner. Of course, it's a port town where people come in at multiple times at any time of the day or night, depending on the seas. So they of course are serving late. Kind of have whatever your usual dinners are, I imagine. You guys, they get you hooked up with I don't know what kind of tables have you guys kind of what kind of table do you guys prefer or end up at? You guys end up at a booth?
I think generally, I think something in the corner.
Yeah,
I was gonna say corner booth.
Yeah, it's like a corner booth.
Yeah. Preferably, probably near the stage. If we've been playing here a fair bit.
Yeah, you guys are. Tonight they have. They figured you guys would be coming in. If you came in at this time at all, you would be coming in a little tired. So, they didn't assume you guys would be available to play. So they just have a band out there, a few people playing. They do fairly okay job. And everybody's kind of having their drinks and having their time. They're playing. The waiter or the waitress that comes like, well, Well, you're back. Well, what do you have for this evening?
I don't know. What's the catch? Day's cat.
Yeah. What do they usually catch?
Whatever. I'll have the catch of the day.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's good.
Chartreuse snapper.
Yeah, catch of the day. Okay.
That would be a great cocktail.
I'll get you that in the stew and a nice cocktail. Okay. And what about you? And he points to he looks at Toby. If you can have your seat there. She looks at Toby. What do you have?
I will have one of the time. What do you got on special today? What's the meal of the day? What's soup of the day?
Fish and chips.
Come on, what we got on this menu here?
We've got. Well, we're starting our. Let's see. Some of the. Something fun. Let me go to.
Taters, precious. Lots of taters.
I don't know that we're in Tuberland.
And, this is more. We're tropical area. So let's go with.
Like wild boar with some pineapple drippings.
No, this newfangled thing that I heard of. It's you take some bread and you slice it thinly, and then between it you put some processed meats and some mustard seed that's been pressed into a sauce.
Yeah. Well, so right now we're kind of like we're doing some nice fish stews. We're also doing a little fusaka fish. Got some fusaka fish going. Got some nice cutlets. Some of the fish.
I'll have the bouillabaisse.
Of course, we also got the paella
fish stew, everyone's favorite.
a little bit of fish stock.
Everybody loves the taste of bones and head. I'm into it.
Yeah.
Okay, quick side note. A red snapper drink is basically just a Bloody Mary with gin instead of vodka.
Oh.
Yes.
And
Nice.
so imagine a chartreuse snapper.
What would the
Green tomato.
Yes. Yes.
green salsa?
Gross.
Yeah, just green salsa.
Oh,
We got some
boy.
paella. We
Bunch of tomatillos.
Yeah. We got some
sorry, yes,
paella
I will have
going.
that.
Yes. Oh, some paella? Or the gazpacho, the fusaka fish.
Oh hell yeah! Let's just split a paella.
Okay, I'll split one with you.
I'm down with that.
Yeah. All right. I'll get you some like family size paella stuff, and I'll get you some bowls.
And we're in the tropics.
Split it up. Yes.
Bake me up a plantain.
Yes. Ooh, plantain cups. Yes, we can get you some of those. Do you want just some plantains fried in there, or do you want to have the plantain cups, or do you want
Porque no los dos.
All
and
right,
I say that in whatever secondary language that I speak that other people know the equivalent of. Yes.
And then
Elvish.
Is there a language
yeah.
that we speak that everybody knows at least the phrase?
yes.
Yeah, they know the memes at least of my halfling jokes.
In Marquesian, you say that in Marquesian, which I don't know if everybody speaks it, but y'all kind of like got the gist of it because you've been around a lot of people that speak Marquesian, so you kind of get the gist of it.
We know our numbers and a couple of phrases.
We know how to get our ass kicked by saying the worst things.
You also remember your Marquesian name from school, and
Yes.
It's Sonia.
They called me Nacho.
Yeah. All right. So everybody's at that. And you've got a cocktail. You got that chartreuse snapper coming to you. Great idea. What are everybody else having for
Add
drinks?
that to the Dankosaurus file. We've made a new character that's going to hang with us.
What are y'all having for drinks?
Bruce.
I will have a beer, please.
Aha.
Sounds refreshing.
I might need a beer as a chaser. Just bring it out at the same time.
I'm feeling. You're speaking my language, honey. And then
I just get a glass of your finest water, please.
I'll have your finest sparkling water.
yes, fizzy water. Got you. I will have. Would you like a little bit of the Queen's water? A little bit of get the honey, the guava, a little tamarind.
Ooh.
Sounds weirdly dirty.
Yes, it does. I also want to let everybody know that popping in front of everything, I get to figure out what's the Swagger's playing. He lives. But playing Mafia 3.
Yes.
Good for him. Yeah, I'll have it all.
Yes.
It's been a rough day at the office.
Yes. All right. I will have. All right. I will give you. I will bring around quick drinks of water for everyone. It's always good to hydrate. And then I will get your drinks. And then she kind of like saunters off. And then eventually you get. You all get cups of water. You get like glassware of water. Solero gets a bigger, kind of like a pint, but with water. It's kind of this is your main drink. Just let you have that. Let you hydrate. Let you enjoy that, and then of course the food gets brought around. You get a big, nice container. You all get individual bowls for self-serving. You get a big container of paella. You also get a side dish with enough for share of just fried ripe plantains. And then Toby gets a nice plate of the plantain cups, which is they're fried plantains stuffed with meat and rice.
Oh, that sounds awesome.
Which I've never tried that before in real life.
I had not heard of such a thing, but
I'm Cuban and I haven't heard of such a thing. I love plantains. How did I not? It must be something Spanish or something. Even though my family is Spanish. And of course you get your drinks. You get Toby gets his clean waters. You get your beers. You get your beer and your chartreuse snapper with kind of like oddly sweeter tomato sauce. But it's sweeter than, but it's exactly as sweet as you remember it. Okay. But if you want a mental frame of reference to connect with real life, it's sweeter than a red snapper, but it's about as sweet as it as it being from and the tomatoes, them as being that sweet.
Excellent.
So while you're kind of like digging in, a big, tall, familiar figure comes over, and it's Darren O'Malik who's like, adventurers, you're back. As I try to remember what accent I gave him, but like, what? His voice will change so many times. What? How was the investigations? What? If you don't mind me, asking dinner as he kind of like pulls up a chair next to the table. If you don't mind me asking, I know that you're.
He's getting ready to say, "Pull up a chair. We'll tell you."
Yeah.
So much happened.
Oh,
Get you a bowl.
There was a troll with only one arm, and a cage full of goblins. And what else did we find, gang? The ledgers doesn't show that the family's been to this winery for like 50 years, maybe.
Gang. All right.
Yeah, gang.
Like, hey, Scoob. Yeah,
And also a hag.
Yes.
down
And a hag
yeah.
who was brewing some very vile wine from goblin blood.
Not more than a little.
Barrels.
She had an operation going.
And by the way, what you notice as if you look over, and I'll say Lucius notices with his perception, his passive perception, as you start to say all of these things, his face is like just gets just goes from like genial and writing to like utter shock, like what? What? A troll? A hag? Did you just kind of saw these things, right? Whoa, they just kind of like saw these things and like reported back, or
like they're dead now.
Yeah.
Did you?
Things kind of
care of it.
Things escalated
Very quickly.
Oh,
you know how it goes.
You find some lemons, and you got to kill some people.
You said like the shock. There's a bit of shock and kind of regret, like what? I fuck like what the hell happened? And I fucked up, like all on his face.
Oh no.
Oh.
Oh wow! I did not intend for you to have to. I did not intend for you to have to deal with that.
Is everything okay?
So I was hoping it was just it was somebody that was either somebody squatting or just a regular vagrant squatting.
No, there's somebody squatting there.
Or like the Dragonships were back and they were just trying to wait for us to surprise us and be like, yay, or that you would just be able to like see that really there was nothing happening. And you'd be able, I was hoping that it was not going to be that eventful because you guys had already been through too much. Whoa. You guys had done so much. I figured this was going to be a lot more calm of a mission for you guys. I'm sorry for that. Let me go ahead.
You send muscle, expect to get flexed.
So he proceeds to. Well, I was gonna hand you to this, and he gives he grabs out the a pouch of nice a pouch of gold. It like figure. Okay, well, this is this was 75 times 5. So it's 5 of you, right?
375.
Yeah.
Hey
Google, 75 times 5.
The answer is 375.
Thank you. Thank you, Squigs. You got it. You must.
Always keep your handy TI-83 Plus nearby
yes.
to do basic arithmetic.
So, all right. Well, it's about 400 gold there. I was going to have you guys be able to split that up between you guys. But, wow, that was just, okay. I will, it almost seems paltry considering what you guys went through. That's kind of all I brought, but thank you guys. We'll you know what? This on me. All of this, I've got it. And I'll pay the visit to the wench. I've got it covered. Don't worry about your drinks or your food tonight. I've got that covered.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
I'll try to.
Very kind of you.
I'll try. You know what,
man.
So, to avoid sending you guys on more deadly missions for now, give you guys a bit of a respite. I'll let you guys know that you guys just chill. You guys hang out, get yourself ready. We got Zenith in a couple of days, and we got the big shark hunting tournament. So you guys don't worry about coming by for work. I'll let you guys have these couple of days to be able to get ready for the festivities, and we'll talk about things afterwards. But I'll rest. No more crazy, deadly adventures for you guys, because you guys have been through quite a bit.
Hey, so Darren, what's gonna happen to this winery that we cleared out? Any idea?
I mean, is everything? I mean, is there anything left, or is there?
I mean, it's pretty gross, is what I was just gonna say. There's
there's a lemon tree.
Yeah, there's a really nice lemon tree.
Oh yeah, I remember that lemon tree. I was there when I was a lot younger.
And really
and,
bad lemonade too.
Yeah.
Just
there was a bunch of dead goblins that were there before we got there.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of those goblins ain't our fault. Don't blame that on us.
That's true. No, that's what I'm saying.
Yes.
Some things were dead before we got there.
I imagine we'll be able to ascertain that. Who was? Did you remember? Did you find out who the hag was?
They said they called her Auntie Marjorie.
Oh.
Was she a housekeeper or a maid?
Oh, scary Margie. I think I remember being kind of like a groundskeeper or a housekeeper, or just I remember I was really young back then. I guess it's been quite a few decades. The fact that I'm no spring chicken, but I'm not that old. But I was a child, and when it was like a fun thing. Sometimes my parents would take me out to. They would go to the winery and meet with the Dragishes. I was a little kid. Obviously I didn't get to drink anything, but I remember the lemons. I remember that. Let me get the name up here. The granddaughter. Let's see. I wonder if they had names for the matriarch. The actual. I remember that Alana, the daughter of Ivan Dragic, Alana, she made a very nice lemonade actually, and she took care of that lemon tree, and it was kind of like the pride of the family. But I don't remember Auntie Marjorie having much of a cooking skill. She was mainly tended to the chores around the house, and it's odd because it was when I was so young. I was like maybe like 5, 6, maybe 7 when I was there last. And I was just I was just running. I like to run around and kind of play hide and seek with my brother and sister out in the vines, on the vineyard. So don't remember much of Auntie Marjorie, but I know that she was like there and she like took care of things. And I remember as a kid, I just found her really scary. She was weird and ugly and but that
Same
was a
lady
long
we
time
met.
ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean
Checks out.
that's about as much as I remember. Like I said, just childhood memories. Things like that. I was only there a couple times. I remember they had a child, Millicent. I was good. I was friends with her. We all played together. I know she left, but with everyone. I haven't heard back from her, but I'm gonna put my feelers out. See if I can. We're gonna go ahead. As far as take care of it. If you guys say everything's more or less, no more bad things, no more squatters. We're gonna send a few guards out there to kind of clear out the place, get everything taken care of, and we'll put out feelers, put out contacts for maybe Millicent, maybe whatever other Dragich heirs are out there, and let them know. Because I imagined if you say she was a hag, probably had to do with what drove them away. But like I said, it was a long time ago. It's hard to.
She also had a gargoyle down there with her, but it looked like it was just a
gargoyle.
It just looked like a statue, right? I mean, it never came to life, but just a heads up.
Okay.
When you send some dudes, you might want to, if you got someone with some magic,
They might remember to do something this time.
Yeah, you never know.
We're gonna run into a gargoyle. Those random. We stumble across a random encounter with a gargoyle that will get us back.
Yes. I will have my revenge. I was distracted last time. I was away taking a pee.
That's right. I was I just went for I wanted to go and take a hike once in my gargoyle days, and then you guys show up and ruin everything. It's like
that's the way it goes, man.
It's The Last of Us 2, but from the viewpoint of the gargoyle.
Yeah.
Well, revenge stories.
Yeah. We'll try to get in contact and see if we can sort things out with whoever's left of the Dragiches, the Dragich family. Well, is there any other exciting bits of information from the Dragich winery, or?
Well, I mean, it probably should be of note that there are beings that are not from the prime material plane that are poking around.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they seem to be her clientele.
Oh, okay.
We're a bunch of fae.
Okay. Yeah.
The kind of folks that are into drinking goblin blood.
Yeah. Hopefully, I mean, we'll see. We do run into.
I don't know how much the people are going between planes in this campaign setting, but
there are some creatures that pay visits from time to time in some form or another, but more than you can imagine. But in particular, the Feywild is a little bit. It's been a long time since to planar dimension class in school, but if I remember correctly, He kind of like sits there and like does the thing where you like you make your brain work to like remember that one piece of information. Pretty sure the Feywild is probably the closest on a planar level to us, so they you do get a little bit of a deeper connection, probably more chances for visitations.
Yeah, people weren't coming from the city of doors, knocking around at the Dragish winery.
Yeah. So, all right. That being said, I'm glad you're all safe. I'm glad you're all well. All 5 of you. I'm glad. I'm glad your pseudo dragon looks a little skittish, but.
Well, the troll almost killed him, so he's still
a pseudo hero.
Oh, that's a good boy. He kind of like reaches over and kind of trying to like scratches him.
Land the coup de grace?
I think in one of the
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It's like, and then like you see the pseudo dragon kind of like he's getting some food from Mortal's bowl of the paella. It's like,
yes, I have a note here that said Sue killed the hag.
Yes, yeah. So and like, tries his best to come like goes to scritch pseudo dragon in the face in the like under the chin, and like kind of pseudo dragon snaps at him like.
Oh.
I'll leave you to it. Well, enjoy your food, enjoy your drinks, rest. Spend these couple of days well. We're starting our preparation, and hopefully, we'll see you guys. See you all at around for the tournament for at least the festivities there. It's good beach time fun. So I hope you all enjoy it. All right. So probably should. Okay. So you guys, he kind of gets up and walks off, and you guys are left to your food and drink. What do you guys talk about anything, or did you have your dinner?
So how are we going to make lemonade, guys? We have all these lemons. We need to procure some sugar, right?
I mean, what do we live in? Are we in an area where there's like cane sugar? Anybody got some sugar beets?
I would assume there's some cane sugar around.
I mean, who's making molasses? We find the root cause of molasses, and we're in business.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. I figure they must have something to use for the sugar. And if anything, we probably use some of the honey they have going around here. I've done it with honey sometimes.
Yeah, but bees are buttholes.
Yeah. But you can buy. That's true.
I mean, they are buttholes, yes, but they also create delicious honey. So.
You're so far away from your mic, Drew.
There you go.
Try to bring this a little closer.
Oh, very nice.
There you go.
Yes.
I don't need the amulet of invisibility. His mortal kind of like finishes up the last of like his what he was gonna use paella, knocks back beer. Well, I'm gonna call it an evening. Thank you guys for the adventure. Hope to see you guys around for for Zenith. I'm looking forward to catching some sun throughout the day, not just in the morning.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see you around, Mortal.
All right.
It's been
Yeah.
fun. Thank you for adventuring with us. We should do this again sometime.
We'll see. Yes, I will be glad to do so. We'll see how the winds fare us. Good night, everyone. Sleep well.
Good night.
Bye-bye.
He kind of like waddles his way, as a turtle, you would imagine a turtle kind of waddling around his shell, kind of like waddling back and forth. With the pseudo dragon following suit. And they kind of go upstairs to their room up here. Yeah. So,
all right.
What do you guys do? Do you guys do anything before you get to bed?
What time is it? Like, is it pretty late? Did you say
At
by
this
the time
point,
when we got
you've gotten
in?
your food, you had your conversations. I imagine you had a little chit chatting, like just casual talk. It's 11-ish, probably getting close to midnight.
Okay. I'm just gonna take a stroll.
Yeah.
Before going to bed.
Yeah.
Well.
Anybody else gonna do something?
I'm sleeping. I'm gonna go.
Yes.
I'm gonna catch some Z's.
Yeah. So I think I'm gonna at least maybe go up to my room but meditate for like 20 minutes. Yeah. That sounds
do some meditation and before you head to bed. Solero, anything particular you like to do before you hit the hay?
Hit the head's a completely different thing altogether.
Is there any shops open? I would like to get a more even amount of arrows because I'm OCD like that.
So this light, no, but you figure tomorrow you're gonna be able to do some shopping.
Okay.
Listen, this
Then
light is
will-
mostly restaurants, eateries, maybe some like stands for like people grabbing a quick bite while they're strolling around.
The fast casual.
street meat.
Yes.
Well, I'm gonna hit the sack too.
Yeah. Yeah, and so you all hit the hay. You hit the head and the hay, because it's kind of like clear out your chamber pot. Yeah. You got your chamber pot in the room. I'm actually gonna enjoy this one. This is gonna be cool. So Lucius, where do you wander through, if you remember the layout of Palma Flora?
Barely. I'm going to make my way just to kind of like through just kind of walking along the forest. It's a great little jog, Brett. Like make my way, not gonna go like into the forest too much, but just kind of
Maybe just past the
walk to it along part of the forest line and back.
Yeah, so you kind of walk out the main gate and kind of like wander out a little bit, just past the kind of the homesteads and homes and that are like just outside the walls of the main city. There's some we would call the suburbs of Palma Flora, which are just outside the walls.
Okay.
Just for all intents and purposes. They are there. There's some farms and some homes, but just past that you see the forest line. There's a little bit. You see the kind of off in the distance. You see the big mountains, kind of jutting straight north. You're looking out. You see the forest line. You're looking out northeast. and that kind of extends a bit to the east, but not totally. But then just kind of like you see it's a narrow wall of forest, but you know that it goes way in there to the way northeast, all up the peninsula, and you kind of just sit there and think. Yeah. What do you think about any particular things or?
Probably just think about where my journey has taken me so far, and possible ways forward.
Yeah.
Kind of stare at the moon a little bit.
Yeah, as you sit there,
some time between you and the Lord.
You sit there and you feel this like very nice, comforting breeze. It's very subtle, and
that's the Holy Spirit moving through you.
And you swear it's there's nothing in particular. There's nothing like it's like you're not communing. Obviously, you're not there yet with your things, but you swear that's a little bit of the wild mother, just like try to hey, you're doing okay. Like you're like trying to maybe you don't know for sure. It just kind of feels like it. Like it just kind of feels like maybe the wild mother is kind of like trying to reach out and say, "Hey, you're doing okay.
He's going to be all right."
Yeah.
Don't you worry about a thing. Every little thing.
Yeah. You're going to be all right.
Yes. So then
that's
yeah.
I'm really glad I'm in a room full of music nerds for that one.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then you just kind of like have, I presume, a very kind of like calm stroll back into town. Just like, okay.
Yeah. No particular rush to get back, just a easy stroll.
Yeah. And with your as you are relaxed, again, your perception, you notice all like the nightlife. And you kind of take it all in. You see people strolling around. It's not as bustling as the day while trade is happening, but you see people. You see a couple. There's one big dwarf comforting a half elf. While they're throwing up in an alley somewhere. Well, that elf is throwing up in an alley.
How far away is he from the cat adventure that we went on?
You see, you see cats like around. It's nighttime. They get to do their adventures.
I know that criminal.
Yeah, that criminal enterprise. You see. A couple of orcs, like strolling arm in arm. An orc and what seems to be his boyfriend or his partner. Like they just kind of like having. One of them is like has the head on the shoulder, and they're kind of like, they're just strolling. Saying a nice night. Yeah, a couple of people you see, you kind of like strolling by. Maybe you see them kind of strolling out closer to the. You're probably not making your way to the shore or to the railing area, out to the pier just yet, unless you stop by there. But that's where they're going, and to maybe like looking at the out into the shore, out into the waters. Have a romantic evening, and stuff. And just you see the calm evening time at Palma Flora. People strolling, enjoying the night breeze, the springtime weather. Now what will soon become summer weather. You see like what's been making progress as far as like the Zenith decorations, like traditional things like that. And it's just a little bit of like calm, which has been almost feels like a new thing, even though it had some downtime. But ever since it went from the hurricane, the storm, to the fortress, to getting Mega the Brash, to going to this winery, man, having this kind of like just like calm night where you don't really have to worry about like the next thing for at least a little bit is pretty comforting.
Cool. Well, I'll make my way back to my room and fall asleep.
Yeah. All right. So y'all have fairly calm night's sleep. Just thoughts of have dreams, your usual dreams. Dreams about your past, or dreams about things like that, but mostly calm dreams, and have a nice
trolls
restful.
with one arm.
Yes.
The usual.
Dreaming about lemons.
Yes, lemons. Yeah.
Fucking nightmares about lemons.
You dream of laying naked in a field of lemons, like American Beauty. Just like
Okay, roses make sense for that bet. Lumpy lemons, I don't know if that's...
It'll be more like a ball pit where you just kind of bury yourself in the lemons.
Okay, all of a sudden I am 10,000% more into this idea now. Just
ball pit of lemons.
A citrus ball pit.
Yeah. Nothing like a bunch of...
Grapefruits and oranges. Oh my
Limes.
gosh. Oh, yeah.
No, limes don't get enough respect.
No.
What fucking party?
All right. So as you guys kind of have your nice sleep, you all awaken in your rooms, and have your morning visits to the chamber pot if it is necessary. And what do you do on this fine morning?
Stretch and then go down and get some breakfast.
I was gonna say breakfast.
Breakfast.
Brekkie.
There's some really nice there's some nice options. Really nice, actually. With breakfast, they have some egg dishes, but there's some fish options, and some like a nice option for like protein with some rice.
Breakfast fish.
Yes. Hey, works for Japan.
Yeah,
get yourself some nice protein in the morning. A little bit of like nice options there.
Put a Naruto cake in your Cheerios.
Presumably, Summer goes around petting random cats. You see Summer petting a random hairy cat.
Yes,
she finds outside
all the time.
Yes, and then also Lucius has a few cats like wander around him. It's like he's like,
I need a drawing of
scratch
Wind
them
and
all,
Summer.
and pet them all.
Wind and Summer applying flea killer on herself.
Yes.
No, it's
Behind
just
the neck.
it's just
I've got
that collar. Yeah,
front line,
yeah.
Yeah.
Guys, don't lick this wet spot on my back.
It'll look greasy for about 2 days, but
Oh,
get the good stuff. It includes the heartworm prevention and
Yeah.
Yes, you gotta worry about heartworm as well, Daisy. The heart disease took down Goku. It could take down wind and summer.
Yes. Yes. It is a fantastic morning. You guys, anything you guys talk about or do, or how
Did we split our money up at all, or did that just like?
We have not. I guess that's 80 each.
If you like, yeah.
Yeah, I guess we would have split it up last night when Mortal was around,
Yeah.
I assume.
Yeah, I'm just trying to make sure that accounting
Okay.
Oh.
accounted for.
I
Yeah.
appreciate it.
how much do we get?
It was 400 total, so I guess if
80
you're
each.
splitting
Oh, 4.
evenly, it'd be 80 each. So y'all add it into your D&D Beyond.
Oh,
Oh, I already did mine, so don't double do it. But
But I'm
I'm
just
trying
gonna
to
do
figure out how
Mortal.
much weight I'm carrying.
I'll let you guys.
Oh, okay.
I'll let you guys
Yeah, I'll add
handle
my
yours.
80.
Yours. and
okay.
I'll,
I got
handle-
mine.
I'll handle Mortal.
All right.
I know. Solera wanted to do some shopping.
Yeah, I just want round myself out at 30 arrows, so I would need 4 more.
So who's
Wait, did we have
joining?
breakfast already and now we're shopping? Or did you skip
You're just
breakfast?
You're I presume everybody
Or is it not important?
went for breakfast.
Yeah, because I want to go shopping too.
Excellent.
Yeah, you guys are deciding. You guys are wrapping. I don't know if you had any particular, if you discussed anything over breakfast, but as you wrap up breakfast, yeah, I don't know, Solero, whatever you say, that if you mention that you're going shopping.
I assume we talk about it at breakfast.
Yeah. That seems reasonable.
Yeah.
What's her name? Elisa?
Elisa, yeah, Elisa, you can hit up Elisa at Elisa's Goods and Greats.
Goods and greats.
Yeah, it's kinda
How
like
is
it.
great spelled?
Just the normal way, just common.
Just good, not GRATE.
Yeah.
No.
Goods and greats. Okay.
Yeah, it's just it's just a very
Go
nice
there for
plain
all
name.
your goods and also chain link fences.
Yeah. Yeah. So what? So I presume everybody who's all going to Elisa's.
I suppose all goes
I'll
well.
tag along. I don't have anything in particular going
Figure
today.
It's a good it's a good spot. You know that they've got all the nice basic goods and and fun tchotchkes if you'll discover them.
Tchotchkes.
Yeah. But yeah.
D&D old Jewish lady with her tchotchkes.
Yeah. All right, so you guys make your way over to Elisa's. Because you know the way at this point. So let's see. All right, so kind of walk. Kind of make your way over there. All walk in the door. You kind of open the door of the place. It's that same comfortable shop with the supplies and things to shop around in the front. You walk in there. Oh, welcome. Good morning. Welcome to Elisa's Goods and Greats. You're back. Wonderful to have you again. What brings you in today?
Well, we just went on an adventure, and I think we need to restock some supplies.
Oh, yeah.
And do you have anything new since we saw you, yesterday?
Yes.
It was like 4 days ago, I think.
Was it?
It's like it's a 2-day trip.
Okay.
Each
Yeah,
way.
it's been 3 sleeps.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's been a few days since you've been there.
New shipment.
Well, let's see. There's
Use some arrows myself.
yeah. So. Yeah. So. Well, how many how many arrows would you be in the need for?
4 would suffice me.
Okay. Well, okay. All right. And then she kind of like looks over. And like, okay. I'll make sure they're good. Kind of like points. Or what? You can't see me. That one's good. That's good. That one's good too. Okay. That was good too. Yeah. Some nice sharp ones. For I usually can't sell them in 20. Uh, 20 silver. That'll cover it. Yeah.
Alright. Thank you. Hand my silver.
Yeah. Just kind of like toss that off, and not that, and then like take that off of your money and stop up your supply. Anybody else in need of some simple ammunitions while I since I'm already reaching over there?
Is there a bullet mold?
Ooh, let's see.
And one of those like you like a cast for bullets.
Crafting.
What, stones aren't good enough for you?
No, I've been using bullets the whole time.
Oh,
But I want to smelt. Perhaps if I'm going to be slinging, maybe I could have something made of. Do silver bullets actually work in D&D against?
I think it does say specifically that silver works again on where creatures.
I'm pretty sure that the silvered ammunition is a thing. But also, if I could just cast my own, I can get myself an ingot of silver. I hang around fire.
Let's see.
some of your best friends are fire.
Yes. And if I can just make my own, like,
let's see. Let me see. Let me look through the. Let me look through the.
I'm looking at bullets as well to try and figure out if I could justify it to myself. Because are bullets bludgeoning weapons?
I think they.
I would think so.
Could rubbing a silver coin on a demon make it have a bad time? Is it a surface irritant, or does it have to like penetrate to make?
I think you have to like craft it in particular, like another, 20.
Can't just have like a silvered baseball bat and go clobbering around on some undead, like.
Yeah, usually 4.
But no matter what, I would like to be able to cast my own, whether it be lead or silver. But I would, if it would be able for me to get a bullet cast. That'd be pretty
let's see,
awesome.
bullet cast. Let's see.
It will help with my
I should pull that.
adventuring.
It's kind of like there's wooden. See what kind of? Oh, let me see. You're a sling, right? It's more for like arrowheads.
I mean, if you got bullets for a blunderbuss, I'll take that. It's all the same to me. Round.
Camera.
That's a
work.
mold for a cast army man.
Yeah.
It's a cast for a fishing weight.
What makes sense as a good fair
cast for
price for
a wheel weight for a motorcycle?
2 pieces of wood. I've got this one. It's pretty sturdy. It's a nice sturdy wood mold. Can I get you?
It would probably be made out of iron.
Iron. Well, yeah.
Because you melt the metal and then you pour it in and it makes a ball.
Yeah.
And then it gets cold. And then I kill things with it.
Yes. It's nice. Pretty heavy. Let's see. How much? How much? Let's see. That's more. So. Okay. Okay. So. You figure. So I've got this. I got this. She puts together. She puts together a full set of like smith's tools, with centered around a mold and a cast for bullets. This is obviously it's smithing essentially. It's still a form of smithing. It's still she's got the set, and she kind of sells them in a set of tools. I mean, she kind of wheels it out because it's about it's a little heavy. It's not too heavy, but kind of wheels it out because it's easier on a little cart. This set of tools, if you want to kind of with it, all the pieces that you need, like your clasp, I'm not a smith, so all like the holdy thing and the pory thing and the
and the pory thing, that's pretty much it. Other than the metally thing and the fiery thing, and possibly the bellowy thing.
Yeah, well, so you got the bellowy thing, and then you just got to provide your own hot metal and find a.
If only somebody had a spell that would
heat metal. Yes. And also don't forget to, if you've got to prepare spells on a particular day, don't forget to prepare spells. This will set. She says, okay, I can get you this set. Just your smithing tools, and it kind of comes as a full set. So you got a couple extra casts, but that you might not need. But if you ever wanted to get into like molding some daggers and swords, we got these casts as well. But kind of sell these as a full set because these extra ones don't do me any good by themselves. So 20 gold for the smith's tools.
Sure. Yes.
Yeah, okay. Thank you.
I've now got smithing tools.
Yeah. It's about 8 pounds. They weigh about 8 pounds. So you can add smith's tools to your inventory in D&D Beyond. You'll have to double check. I don't know if you're proficient, but we'll that's something we can. I'm
a bard. I don't have to worry about being proficient.
Yeah, that's true. So you're not efficient, but like, you know, you don't have to worry about that.
About as good as average.
Yeah. So it's like you can get by. You can get it done.
I mean, if I need to like find a way to, it would be the dexterity of pouring this molten metal into a cast and then like making sure to wait long enough so that it doesn't just goo out of it.
Yeah.
Dexterity check. Like, I'll role play my way through it. We got this.
All right. So
that was 15 minutes of shop for me to be able to make bullets.
Yes,
It's worth it.
Who's
man.
next? Yes, I will be able to melt money into weaponry.
yes.
I need a handful of darts.
Darts.
Like-
darts,
3 to be specific.
Darts.
Play the old 501.
Yes. Let's see. What was it? Okay.
They are 35 copper each.
35 copper each. Yeah, so a dart.
So 7 silver.
Yeah, so yeah, she'll say, yeah, Elisa is a fair tradesman, so she's, 7
Right.
silver. 7 silver covers that. Your darts, mark off your costs.
And then I also need another little vial.
A vial.
Yeah.
How much the
Vials are... I have one, so it'll tell me they are 1 gold piece.
Yes. Oh yeah, and then she has this like a stash like over by her like potion supplies. She has a stash of vials. So just one, dearie?
It's 1. How about that one? That looks like a good one.
Okay, yes. And then she picks it out, kind of hands it over. It's like, oh, that'll be 1 gold, right? It'll be 1 gold.
Yep. Gold. Then, do you have oil?
Oil.
That
Yes,
might
of
come
course.
in handy.
Yes, I've got a few
Oil.
flasks of oil, and she goes over to the barrel where she's got her flasks of oil all at the ready. These are as you get these in flask form. They're a silver piece each. Gets you about £1 worth of oil. If you remember correctly.
Okay. I think I just need the 1.
Okay. Well, it'll be 1 silver. And we start adding, just kind of put it out there on the table, add it all together, and pair up.
I think that's all I need.
Does anybody else need anything? Any more supplies? And
I think I'm good.
yes,
We all got a rope
I
last time.
might restock on jerky, just
Yes.
to
yes.
since everybody seems to eat mine.
It wasn't yours. You just had the place to hold it.
Yeah. Yes. Rations.
And I am wearing the dress.
Yes. I kind
Nice.
of have your
Fancy.
it's a big, beautiful dress. And then she gives you you can get you like about a half pound of jerky for a silver.
Okay. Cool. I'll tell her to. Does anybody else want any jerky on me?
On you.
I'd rather have it
Yes.
in my mouth, not on
Again,
I will
Drew,
take some
your
jerky.
microphone is like 10 feet away.
Oh, yeah.
You're coming from downtown.
Because it kept falling on me.
I'm as loud as you are
It's a
through your...
side projection.
So question, I don't know if we've discussed this. How nitpicky do we want to get about like daily rations?
I mean, I would say whatever. I
Don't
would
ask
say
questions you don't want to hear the answers to.
Yeah, no. I would say whatever your like lifestyle is. Just we'll as each day, we'll take off that much, and we'll say at some point throughout the day, on days where you're not like out on the field, you'll knock that cost off and. You'll stock up on random rations or have a meal somewhere, or, depending on what your lifestyle will dictate what technically it is. But, like somebody's living a higher lifestyle, maybe like eats out that day and has a lunch at a nice stopover place, or, whereas like somebody is a little bit more rough and tumble will get rations and just have a stash and we'll just, eat throughout the day. But for RP purposes, but yeah, just whatever.
Also, I totally forgot I already had 10 pounds of jerky. But yeah, I'll go ahead and buy the jerky.
Yes, that's why I was wondering. Like, don't you have 10 pounds? I was going to say something, and I'm like,
It's like
I don't know.
But you have.
I'll buy another. I'll buy another 5 pounds.
Yeah, so a half a pound is what would it say two silvers? So yeah, so like 5 pounds.
Did you say 2?
2 silver for a half a pound.
Okay. So I guess 2.5 pounds. Just a gold's worth.
Yeah, a gold's worth, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so that should get you that stuff. And you can set that aside. It's like it's specifically from game in this area. Like this is like Palma Flora game, like you saw some really nice like venison, like the so you can even if you wanted to like set it aside and say you have 2.5 pounds of Palma Flora game jerky, like
okay.
But yeah, it's like jerky you'd be able to get around this area, but it's not too expensive. It's just what gets hunted around.
Excellent.
So you have some of that, which is nice. You get to have like different flavors. So, and then, presumably, and then as you talk about, I assume that after Summer gets what she wants, she kind of just wanders around, but I'm not going to put thoughts in your brain. But that's what I assume. That's what I figure. You kind of wander around and just explore for yourself.
Yeah, that's kind of just look around, see if anything catches my eye. Anything unique or anything I might have forgotten.
So,
nice
there is some like differences. You do notice that the stock of like you go to the area where like the unique like different unique like showcase items and stuff like that, and like singular sales are. Give me an investigation check.
Oh boy.
I will say with advantage because Elisa trusts you. You guys, and you're more or less don't have to. You kind of like, if you need to, she'll guide you towards there.
Wow,
that was bad. Drop the 4.
Was I invited along to help?
Yeah.
You kind of like do that.
Oh, you already had the advantage.
Yeah, I already had advantage.
Yeah, you already had the advantage.
Bad.
I mean, you see some. I'm gonna say you see some like basic like pieces of armors and clothings, some really nice ornate things, but nothing that really particularly catches. Like they just look pretty, like some pretty dresses and some pretty there's what you would see is like bathing suits. There's some nice supplies of bathing suits. They have those out there, but you kind of just like get lost in just like the tapestries and colors. You don't really nothing. you kind of get a little distracted and kind of like start wandering around as you usually do, and kind of like get a little lost in thought and just like in the colors and the imagery of it all. But nothing in particular catches your eye.
How much is a bathing suit?
Let's see. Let's see. It's like, oh, Elisa is like swimming.
At least I would assume that Tabaxi would still, maybe out of modesty, wear clothing all the time.
I mean,
You wear 6
out of
tops.
design and out of
Six
out of
bikini
like
tops, right?
yes, or at that point it'd just be a one piece, like. But yeah, it'd be funnier if it was like 6. Like,
I have a drawing of it.
Yes,
I'll
Daisy
dig it
has
up and
done a
I'll
drawing
share it.
of
Oh,
I wonder if, let's say. Let me see.
From the great minds that brought you a frog wearing a cowboy hat riding a ceiling fan, bring you. From the fine folks that brought you the Dankosaur emote.
It's not gonna be. It's not gonna be as expensive as a. Well, yeah, not. I'm gonna like just peg it as same cost as like a costume. You ask her, it's like, well, we have a few nice bathing outfits, bathing accoutrements, and they're about 5 gold for an outfit. For kind of like and get you one that's a little fitted, just to make sure that it fits comfortably. But that'll get you 5 gold to get you a nice bathing suit.
Do I have a choice in colors?
Oh yes, we have really great fabric choices. They're pretty. They can stand up to getting moistened and wet. Kind of swim great for swimming. Fit comfortably, even for like for your figure. We can find you one that'll fit your figure well, since you don't have to like. We don't have to. You don't. Since unlike humans, we don't have to let out the fabric up top here, as she says, like very discreetly, trying to be modest, but talk, like girls talk, having a little like modest girls talk, as she says.
That's right.
So, you don't have. Luckily for the Tabaxi, but I do have plenty of experience making bathing suits for Tabaxi, so yeah, I can get you a nice fit. Kind of, if she kind of gives you a once over, yeah, your figure is fantastic for this.
Is it something where Elisa would like tailor it for me, and then I would come back and pick it up?
Yeah, it would just take a day.
Okay.
It's like, yeah, I would just, let me give me a couple of quick measurements. Just kind of like, if you don't mind.
I was gonna say I can hang around if anybody wants to do anything else.
Yeah, if anybody else wants to explore and see if we find anything.
man, I'm just kind of along for the ride.
Cool. Nom on some jerky.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So she takes out her string, like her ruling, her measurement stuff. It's very like a she's out of she's practiced at this and mostly self-taught. So she gets the idea, and she measures out and gets your measurements, your seam, and your side, your inseam, things like that.
Measures where my tail is to put the hole appropriately.
Yeah, like back to tail, and and your tail measures your tail like circumference or radius, like your width of your tail, so that it kind of fits comfortably. So you can glide it to and and he figures out best way so that you can like tuck it through comfortably without getting bunched up, because she knows how that can be an issue for trying to get a bathing suit on.
Well, cool. Okay. Well, yes, I will pay 5 gold
Yes.
for this. Coming shortly. And there you go.
Yes. So I will have those. Just come on by tomorrow. You'll have it in time, which I'll make sure to get this done, because I know I'm trying to make sure I get everyone's. I'll kind of like work tonight, because I'm trying to make sure everybody gets their bathing suits ready for this week. The festivities for Zenith. So I will definitely have yours ready to pick up, because everybody's.
All right. Well, thank you.
It's beach time soon. I'm excited. I've already got mine. I've got a nice little 2-piece ready. So excited.
Oh my gosh. Girl, I can't wait to see it.
It makes my boobs look amazing. It's like,
all right.
Have you a little bit of like a girl time.
Heck yeah.
Which is always awesome. And you guys discuss that. Yeah, and then just if there's anything else, I don't know if anybody else is shopping around for any other unique, like seeing if there's any unique items. Maybe somebody else wants to investigate as well.
Sure,
I was going
take
to
a
say,
look.
I might look for something that might be interesting to me if I could maybe perceive something.
Yeah. Just yeah. Since you have the time away, I'll say, Solero, you can do in investigation. Yeah, this would be just a specific investigation. But with advantage, I would say. Either that Lucius is helping, or that you pretty much have an easy time of looking around. Oh, that'll work. You dropped to 9, which is fantastic.
You have a -1.
Yeah. I'm wise, not intelligent. It's
Okay.
that's why I always try to. Can I perceive, please?
Yeah.
I got a +4 there.
But it still works out. The alarm didn't make a sound. That's odd. But yeah, you kind of like you get some nice looks around. You see some interesting. Yeah, you kind of see a lot of what she sees. You see different things. I mean, you see maybe like nothing fantastically interesting. You see maybe like a really cool fishing boat or fishing rod, which has like some nice designs on it. You see a few a couple of like interesting boxes with some designs on them. You see what look like a pair of misshapen bug carcasses, but that look almost like they are they match up, and they're about the width of a fist. So, but they're like these look like this weird fish, or like not fish, bug carcasses with like a couple of spikes at like a hook, like these like hook spikes on them. But then you see You see you see that puppet. I don't know. Did you guys ever buy that puppet? I don't think you guys bought the puppet, right?
Nope.
No.
No one ever
You
bought
see
the
the-
puppet.
Yeah. You see the puppet. You see a couple other. You see. You see a few of those things.
I already knew what my one interesting item that I found was. The puppet.
You see particularly like ornate sleeveless like vests with like straps all down the center. The any particular thing you like pick out from that?
The vest.
I was going to say
vest.
the vests. I would like to know more about. I
Made of
noticed that. In the,
chest.
I was like, okay, and then while Elisa's like in the middle of like her like measurements, I was like, that vest. Do you ask Elisa? He was like,
yeah, that vest looks interesting. What's going on with that?
that one is very interesting. I wouldn't say it's a particularly protective vest, but because I know you guys are like get into the adventures, I figure I'd mention that. But it's very fascinating. If you wear it at any given point, whatever your mood is, changes the color. It is, for example, you're feeling a little angry, like shines red, it becomes red. Feeling a little blue, it becomes blue. If you're feeling disgusted, goes a little more purple. Surprise kind of goes white, like you're kind of like you can imagine like your hair going white. Yeah. If you're feeling a bit of amorous feelings, it kind of turns lime green. It's fun stuff.
Turn to the group. Would we be able to find a use for this?
I don't know. If there's I don't know. Is Solero particularly stoic?
I mean that's up to him.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's fairly stoic.
At times.
Yeah. You could I'll say well it might be useful for us if you wear it.
I kind of side eye. Look, druid.
Yeah.
You don't want to trust me, don't trust me. I'm not the one eating strange lemons.
I mean, to be fair, they were normal lemons.
Yeah.
Completely normal lemons.
Well, we know that now.
The strange part was the rest of that.
Yeah. I'm just saying, like, we'd know if you're in a good mood or not. It'd just be easy to know. Don't get it if you don't want to get it.
We had a barbarian that...
You asked if it's useful, and well, there's a use for it, man.
The berserker color alert.
Yeah. Yeah, you can focus on that, or and like I said, so anything else? There's the fishing rod. There's the bug carcasses, about fist width size.
Yeah, what was the deal with the bug carcasses?
Yeah.
So
Leave it to the druid.
I'll ask about those.
So yeah, you notice he points that out. You notice that you see that, and you see them there. Yeah, if you look, give them a little closer look. Do you ask about them, or you just kind of look at them?
No, I'll ask about them. Like, what's the story on those?
See those. It's a shame that those are so unpopular, but they are wildly useful and actually kind of cool. We call them the bug smashers. They're a little, obviously a little ugly looking, but it's made with using the barbed exoskeleton and harvested remains of a giant centipede. So when you attack, anytime you hit somebody, take a little bit of extra poison damage. And they have to resist, or that poison will harm them for a short amount of time. So for a few seconds,
it could be useful for you, Solero.
Yeah, anybody that likes to use their fists,
or Summer.
Anybody who likes to use their fists could be useful to have. Just like
I was gonna say the fist part more to help Summer's direction.
Do you want to be a big bad Beetleborg?
So wait.
My God, I remember the Beetleborgs.
Yes. So let me share. Actually, I'm gonna get no label, or actually I could get with label as well.
Side note: while he's looking that up, this is what I'm dealing with on my arm right now.
Aw.
Not a bad burden to bear.
Oh. But you are so warm. Yes. He has no fur, so.
It's not his fault you're warm. You're the big warm thing around here.
Mine is over here on the floor. Sitting there like a loaf.
Yeah.
Staring.
r/cat loaf.
Go on, curl up. It's okay, Fox.
She heard me.
Look at Kamen Rider costumes.
Oh wait, why is it only JPEG file? Okay, PNG. There you go.
So big. Oh, fluffy.
Okay, so I'm gonna share an image that's not a map, which is cool. So looks like that. It should be
oh my gosh. Dear. Bug smashers.
So
gross.
It's like you see they centipede legs come around the center. You look closely, you kind of pick them up. They're sturdy. So they're magical. So you see that there looks like finger holes, but they're made of little centipede legs
Wow. How much do these puppies run?
Let me see. What are they? They are uncommon.
Checking Wizard Magazine.
Yes. Okay. I should really look at these. These are dope too. Okay. Helm telepathy. Elemental gems. What? They're dope looking. God. Hey, Wizards of the Coast has cool art. Did you guys know that?
I've heard that about them.
Heard such things.
They didn't always.
Yeah, that's true.
No,
they got better.
Yeah. So,
my favorite is the perspective of a stairway from the 3rd edition Player's Handbook.
Oh.
So, these, I will say I was having them for about, I was trying to sell them for like about 300 gold, but I like you guys a lot, and these I've been holding out these for a little while. 200 gold sound good?
I think that sounds like a fair deal. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Look at that. Everything happens for a reason. Elisa, you're holding on to these just for me.
Oh, wonderful! I'm glad you're not as squeamish as some of our other patrons. They always get very, very antsy about them. They look at them like, ugh, such pansies.
Yeah, I'm all about the 3 R's. Reduce, reuse, and recycle. So
exactly. And she goes back and just keeps doing her measurements, and this is all happening while that is happening. And do y'all do y'all look at ask about anything else in that list? What was I saying? It was like there's like that vest, some like fishing rod. There was
the fishing rod. What's up with the fishing rod?
Yeah. Oh, that one. We got really lucky with that one. That one just came in. That one is a pretty big money get. 'Cause that one just came in a supply, and I have a couple people that I know are going to be really interested in that. I mean, look where we're at. Anybody could, even from around here, people can use a fishing rod like this one. But it's called the Angler's Worldly Fisher. It's a fishing rod that you can use anywhere on the material plane, and fish from any waters you can think of.
Whoa.
You can cast it at a point you can see within 30 feet of you. And when you do, the end of the line kind of vanishes. And magically reappears somewhere else on the material plane in a random body of water. Despite, you can't see at the end of it, but you can still feel it get tugged at by the water currents, and you can feel when it catches a fish. So any fish you catch in this way reappear at the point where you cast the line. You also have advantage on ability checks to catch fish while using the fishing rod. She uses meta language.
Let's see. I don't know. I don't have.
It's a hefty price.
Much or would that? Yeah. How much?
I've got some buyers lined up for probably willing to spend upwards of 500 gold on this.
Ooh.
It's
fishing important enough to us.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, I think that's a little too much for my use. Although I certainly can appreciate the utility.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it would be fantastic to have, but I wish I could say that I had, I still have to run a business, and definitely these are going to go for that much, if I'm being honest. Yeah.
Oh, understandably so.
Yeah. Yeah. I can tell you about something else that I have that is, I would say it's let me see. Here's something, a fun little trinket, not too pricey, but you guys might enjoy it, 'cause I know you guys enjoy my fun little tchotchkes, at least getting a look at them. Let me hold on to this for a second, and she reaches out to Summer and hands you her measuring, like, I think, do they have rulers back here? No, it's just like her
little measuring string.
Yeah, her measuring string. It's like, hold on for a second, let me go get it. And then she hands it to you, and you hold it there, like you're sitting there. You're like, and then she goes out, and she pulls out this an interesting stein with a face on it. Let me see if I have it already, the card for it.
Is it an author's face? Like, do you think the face would write books? Would it be an RL? It's fine.
Yeah.
I'll write books for you, make money for you.
Is there a hot tub nearby?
With poorly rolled blunts.
Poorly rolled blunts.
For the
Yes. Okay.
bit of port.
Wow, callback.
Yes. Let's see. Okay. Kara's flat. This is. Oh. Excuse me.
Alone.
Bullet with the name on it. God, I was recently reminded that Nonpoint, the band Nonpoint.
I have just been made aware of the existence of Nonpoint, the band.
Yes.
They're for Fort Lauderdale.
They're for Fort Lauderdale, and they did the late 2000s rock.
Sure, yeah.
It's like rap rock influence, or heavy.
I mean,
rock.
Daisy, the woman on the call with us right now. I played the music video for 311's Down, and she was like, "What is this?"
Yeah.
Don't know if I'd ever heard it in my life. But
Never heard 311.
I guarantee she. I bet your brother owned a 311 album.
Well, when you said 311, like, I'm pretty sure I've heard of them, but you played that song, and I'm like, I don't think I've heard this song. I don't know.
It will make you understand so much of what I say to Petey all the time.
Yes.
Oh, it's a singing stein.
So it's a singing stein. Ah, yes, and you see this face. So, you can. It's made of pewter, and has this face. Here's the magic. She kind of pulls out just a stash of booze that she has, like a little bit of rum. So, here's my little stash, and she pours a little bit into the stein, and the face starts to come alive, and it starts to sing, and it starts to sing. So it comes alive and starts to sing a sea shanty. They're very like just like a sea shanty. Like, yes. So whenever you pour this in, pour some alcoholic beverage, it starts to sing. It's if you get it, I wish we had a couple of them, but they're a little not they're easy to come by, but they do sell out a little bit. But I had one. I figured, you might get a kick out of it. There's another pretty useful thing is if the drink inside of it is poisoned. This little fella sings a little out of key. So
I'm gonna be putting anybody out of work.
He mostly sings a very like familiar, just a nice. He sings more or less the same few songs that you know, but yeah, and you can harmonize with it. But it's a nice like pleasant way to like spend an evening if you ever want to like just have not I know that you are one of proficient with the form with song. But if you ever want to kind of keep your
Depends on who you ask.
Yes. And also it
Ruby of the
reacts.
Sea.
It's singing like an older one. The Captain's Wife's Lament. No. His seaman on the entryway and seaman in the rear.
Yeah.
You ever heard Paul and Storm's
Yeah, Paul and Tom.
Paul and Young Rod. No, Paul and Storm's Captain's Wife's Lament.
I have not.
I don't know if I have.
Probably have, but
yes.
I might have.
It's their song that they sing, and it's a 3-minute song in recording. But it's the song that they sing that it takes them like a half an hour to sing it live because they always just spend the chunk of it just making pirate jokes and reacting with the audience, and it just takes then it's a bit that they do that, and it's a bit that they takes them so long to sing that song because of those bits, and it's like because like Storm will like keep track of the time as they're going along. It is now, but it's not that song.
My one interaction with Paul and Storm is I met them at Dragon Con, and I had just a plain Abbey Road shirt, and one of them, he was just staring at my shirt the whole time, and at the end he was like, I've spent this whole time trying to figure out like what your shirt is, and I finally realized it's just an Abbey Road shirt. It's not like some
no Waldo
geek reference.
Yeah.
It's like
That's awesome.
it's just an Abbey Road shirt.
Hey, now there's
like
Aleister Crowley there. Oh wait, no, that's supposed to be there.
You look on one of the license plates and it says Bad Wolf.
Yes. It is. It's like that joke in Avatar: The Last Airbender, where it's like they're like somebody's like, well, and they're bears. It's like, you mean like bear? Like,
Yeah,
like this bear? Like, no, just bears. It's like just bear. This place is weird.
everything's like a cat monkey or
everything is like these two, but like it's just bears. And it's like, this place is weird. And that was like the whole crux of that one joke.
That's great.
But it just sings as an old shanty. I think it was like something if I were to make a name for it, but the captain and the spider. There you go. Whatever you think that song is about, that's what it's
not
singing.
Captain and Tennille.
No, the captain and the spider. Just a quirky old shanty. And she says like, oh, it reacts to whatever kind of like alcohol you put into it. If you put a wine into it, it sings a ballad. If you put ale into it, it sings a drinking song. And if you put rum, it sings a sea shanty.
Excellent.
Well, neato.
So that'll just be.
How much does that little dude run? Price-wise, gold pieces.
I'm gonna say it's a fun toy. It's not too pricey. I'm gonna put it at 40 gold. Yeah.
That's very reasonable.
Yeah.
Anybody find that super interesting?
I think that has Toby's. I'm getting Toby vibes from that one.
All right, what's the damage?
Only 40.
Only?
Yeah.
I don't know. I suppose. All right.
So I'll try to remember. So okay, you guys have this written down. You guys bought the Singing Stein and the Bug Smashers, right? Okay.
Yep.
And I did my accounting.
Yep.
I'll try to remember. I should write more things down. I'm trying to remember. Yeah. Is there anything you guys look over, or as you kind of like finish up? You know, she finishes up the measurements and you kind of get your supplies. Is there anything else you guys shop around for?
I don't think so.
I don't think so. I think we're good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
So as you all right. So as you guys, you know, pick up pick yourself up and put away your supplies. You kind of like walk out into the Palma Flora skies with a couple of days ahead of you until Zenith, and a few days of vacation time in front of you before you guys decide your next path. I guess we'll call it for this evening of Through the Tomes.
All right.
Yeah, it's getting to that time
Through the
again.
store. It's almost time for ass kicking because we just got done shopping.
Yes. Some nice ass kicking. Thank you all for hanging out with us for the Dungeons and the Dragons, or really more the relaxing and relaxing and maxing, all cool
and
whatnot. We're about to get started with some more fun stuff in these next couple of sessions. But thank you all for hanging out with us. You can of course find us on Rebelli TV on Twitch 3 days a week streaming. We're here every Tuesday with Through the Tomes with Dungeons and Dragons with this. We do every Wednesday we do Record Breakers with our music podcast. Every Thursday we are doing Space Trucking. This Thursday, if you're watching live, or I believe we have preliminary plans for New Year's Truckin' Eve. We're just gonna go ahead and do the space trucking, but then we'll say Happy New Year at some point. But otherwise, it's the same old space trucking and Craigslist browsing.
It's never the same Craigslist browsing.
Yeah, I may not be here to browse Craigslist with y'all, but I will. Well, depending on what time you start, I will be browsing Craigslist in spirit.
Yes, but we'll the trucking will be happening.
Logistics have to be logisticized.
But yeah, you can find us find all of our past episodes of Through the Tomes at thetomes.com or throughthetomes.com. Both of them lead to the same spot. You can find the past episodes in both audio and video form. I will give you guys a heads up when they're available on podcast platforms. But at the very least, you can catch it on YouTube or on the site in an audio format. But yeah, check us out. Like, share, subscribe, follow all the places. Hit us with your Bezos bucks if you're so inclined. Your free Twitch Prime subscription. We're a good place to throw that. But yeah, until next time, don't forget to love each other. Hasta los huevos.
Toodaloo.
Bye-bye.
Hashtag find Luke.
Yeah.